take 2 of this once again. So it's just that I'm trying to get this off my chest because I've been hearing some once again per usual whole whole bullshit that's been going on, which is which is more conspiracies, and that is what could it be this time? Because it's just that the rumor that's been going around that besides that they hastily made this game in just a year like Modern Warfare 22 and whatnot. It's just that despite how long it took, it's just that then they just did it. It's a combination of both AI and whatnot, and the fact that they actually made Warzone first over making an actual story for the game. That's why half the maps don't even like correlate. I think actually no, there's just like maybe like 2, maybe 3 maps correlate to the story, and then that's about it and whatnot. Because you're supposed to do story first and then make multiplayer maps. So let's see here. And people are all, how do they even get AI? Oh, because supposedly they just go to a random website and just type down a map, and then after that they just get something. They just make something that relates to the thumbnail that the AI generator even did. That's it. That's why and whatnot. Because I forgot what website this one guy followed for like since the dawn of time. He said though, but he randomly typed down like most of the description of like of Derelict and whatnot and Scud, and all of a sudden it matches it. For the most part, it got most of like Scud and Derelict, Skyline and whatnot. It's like, yeah, that's why. And then another video of someone else where someone tried to do AI and whatnot. Like, regardless of what he does, it keeps coming up with a giant square and eventually making the map horrid Babylon and whatnot. So yeah, that's why. So they're like, the theory is that they try to do something for Babylon, but he keeps making a square. So yeah, that's why. That's why we keep having this weird sightline and spawning issue and whatnot. So yeah, that's why. Okay. And then the next conspiracy theory that's been going on with besides the maps and whatnot is just the fact that, and I said it earlier why I said it's like why do you think it's based on Warzone first? Oh, because well, actually, I said this before and I said it again. It's just that when you like go to theater mode or something, or you like go to spectate and just look everywhere to see the hidden crevices, like there's just half the maps are like way bigger than you think and whatnot, despite your playing Babylon and then Babylon and what was it? The map Payback has extra tidbits though, but obviously those tidbits are for the story, but who knows what they have in mind for the upcoming like whatever like the next Warzone map they're gonna make though. But yeah, I digress about everything and whatnot. So yeah, that's why. I think what was it? I think Nuketown and the Warhead map, like they have extra stuff going on, even though it's like slash they're like right next to each other, which I mean I said this before or I said this again. It's like making maps within maps is like not new because I remember ranting where I brought up 2019 where oddly Euphrates Bridge is like what was it? Is actually an extra tidbit of the map. The OG invasion back in the original Modern Warfare 2 and whatnot. But yeah, that's all I gotta say about it. And then another old conspiracy theory that's been coming back is just that as much as I ranted about this last year, and it's coming back. Oh, it's just there's a rumor going around that the opposition is once again bots, which to get a refresher of what I said last year, it's just that for some odd reason, even though you're playing it regularly, thus being masochist and getting slaughtered by the sweats and whatnot, it's just that. But some of the people you take on within the lobbies is like, despite that they're AFK, it's just that all of a sudden they have a spidey sense, and all of a sudden they just snap on aiming right near you, even though they're like, you're right behind them and you're about to do an execution. Or B, it's just that they're just either walking and not sprinting at all, or they're aiming at the ceiling. Yeah, they're aiming at the ceiling and just or aiming at the floor. So yeah, it's like, oh my gosh, it's like what a waste of like lobby space and whatnot. We're just gonna, even if they're true or not whatnot, it's like it's just a waste of lobby space and should have. But it all boils down to this stupid matchmaking and whatnot. Because if it wasn't a if it wasn't a thing and whatnot, then by all means, like randoms would have been filled up fast though. But yeah, that's why it's just another conspiracy that's been going on. It's just that hmm, what on why this it's like this and whatnot, and then because I mean, you know, it's like if there's anything about the laziness, it's just that and also what was it? Half the skin designs and whatnot, uh, like yeah, well, that's an obvious like giveaway that is all AI and whatnot because it's just oh actually another but that's very minor. But the last thing I want to like have a weird conspiracy theory going on when it comes to the argument of everything. Is are the maps actually 3-lane at all? Because what happens is that like I'm trying to think other than Skyline, but technically, I mean Skyline when it comes to whether because that is it's somewhat of a 3-lane, but that's more of a 3-story lane because you have like the first floor, the upper floor, and then the lower floor. That's how you can flank because usually you just go left or right or the middle of the map, regardless of which side it is. And then some people say Babylon is a 3-lane map but you have like 20 different entrances and exits on each area and whatnot. So then let's see here. Scud has no lanes at all. There's like 2 buildings to hide in, and then after that you just go and then piece of solid cover. Or like some people say rewind in particular is a 3-lane, but the problem is the lane is pointed at an awkward direction and whatnot. Not because of a point at an awkward direction that it's technically more like a two-lane because I mean people ask where's the 3rd lane? Oh, it's in between these 2 buildings. That's why. So technically my definition of the lanes in Rewind is this area and then the restaurant area. Actually, yeah, it's the back parking lot pretty much. That's all I gotta say about it because it's just that yeah, I don't get it. And then some people say the map Payback is a 3-lane, but technically the 3 lanes don't start until you start entering the house and whatnot, and then you go to the middle stairs. But yeah, and also another episode of like talking about the tidbits that is of what was it? The tidbits that is of Payback on wondering if it's any bigger or smaller or whatnot, because who knows if they had an extra area in mind and whatnot, because like if you look at the open window on the I forgot what it's called on Payback and whatnot, because there's a hole where you would fall to your death. Yeah, that could have been a true 3-lane and whatnot, but yeah, but whatever. It's just go to one area and then you have a dead end, and the only way because sadly when it comes to the retail version of this game, it's just all I do is sit at that area because like there's just one way to go inside. But that's all else fails because it's just so stupid that they even designed the maps this way. I mean, yeah, and also this will be a last minor thing because people say that they found that within the game files that for the upcoming Warzone map is that they found WMD, they found Summit, they found yeah, like Raid, like a 90s version of Raid pretty much of it, and then obviously Nuketown and Warhead within that. So they're pretty much pulling a Blackout when it comes to whatever they have that in mind because they rehashed so many maps just to do that. But yeah, that's all I gotta say about it. And then